Hi, this is Tim Knight from InvestTools, here to tell you about a feature in ProphetCharts known as styles. When you're using ProphetCharts, you've got a lot of choices about what a chart can look like. You can choose how much time is shown. For example, this is the duration drop-down. You can choose the frequency of the information right here. So for example, I could change this to a 3-month daily graph. You can choose what style of graph you're going to use. For example, I could change this to a candlestick. You can elect to show information as streaming, like I've just done here. So there's a lot of different parameters you can use to choose whether the volume is shown or not, what kind of graph is being used, if it's in color, and so forth. There are dozens of small parameters you can adjust. But once you have something which you really like in terms of its appearance, you can preserve that appearance with what's known as a style. And up here you've got the styles menu, and using it is extremely simple. All you do is go to this item, save settings as a chart style. And when you choose that, you get this dialog box which lets you do one of two things. You can either name a new style, or you can overwrite an existing style. So in this case, I'll just call this 3-month streaming, and I can click OK to save that. I want to point out one other checkbox in this dialog box, which is right here, include studies. What that means is if I've used technical studies, I can also incorporate those into the style. So for example, if I go to studies and apply a simple moving average, and in fact, I'll do a couple of simple moving averages. So I'll scroll down here to moving average simple, and I'll double click on that, and I'll double click again, and I'll change this one to a 100-day moving average. So in this instance, I've added a couple of technical studies to my chart. When I go to styles now, I can incorporate that into my style by checking on include studies. I click OK, and therefore I've got a new style. So as you can see here, I've got a couple of different choices, and so when I choose a style, it will instantly change to a completely different format in terms of the size of the window and how much information is being shown and what style it's shown in. The big point about styles is that they are a time saver. Over the course of time, you will create styles of charts that you like, and instead of spending a lot of time going from menu to adjust a chart, you can simply pick the style that you want. You also have access to this information not only from the styles menu, but if you go to preferences, you can make sure my chart styles is checked off. And in that instance, that will appear over in the module section, so that any chart styles you've got will be present over in the My Chart Styles module.